It's 89.9 Cute FM. Oh man, that is the jam. That's Robert Nesta Marley, and that's the perfect jam for your ride home. I tell you what, I got some dynamic guests joining me in the air chair from the West Indian Social Club. Not only are they here to talk about culture, events, but they're talking about a really big event that's coming up this month that's going to go on at the West Indian Social Club. Before I officially welcome them, let me just grab one of them that picked that jam. I got Secretary Walker hanging out with me from the West Indian Social Club. Now you picked that jam. Tell our listeners why you picked that jam.
I picked Bob Marley, Could You Be Loved, because there's love for everyone in different forms, fashion, and culture, I would say. And the West Indian Social Club is the place to be to get that. Yeah, so the social club started back in 1950 by farm workers that came up to do tobacco work here in Windsor, Connecticut. They needed a place to socialize because who wants to just work and not have some enjoyment and excitement? So they formed the West Indian Social Club at 353 Barber Street. After about 20 years, they relocated to 3340 Main Street, and the celebration continues.
There it is. So from Barber Street to Main Street to dynamic history from farm workers. And what better location to have a home away from home where family can come in, where friends can come in to embrace culture, right? And so we're here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the great, rich history and the many years of the West Indian Social Club. So, Secretary Walker, thank you for that. Now, you don't come alone though. You have brought friends with you. As I said, it's Women's History. Last month was Women's History Month. This month, well, we're gonna continue the niceness because the women are running things at the West Indian Social Club. So now I'd like to welcome Director Witter. That is also here in the air chair at 89.9 Cute FM. Director Witter, take it away. What are you going to share with our listeners?
Okay, thank you, Joyce, for having me. And today I'm excited to talk about our 74th anniversary gala. It's happening on April the 20th at the West End Social Club in the People's Ballroom. So the People's Ballroom located at West End Social Club. This event entails honorees from the community, dinner, music, and dancing. There is a fee, and if you're interested in attending the event, you can access ticket on tickettailor.com or also contact Francis Okansi at 860-938-1196. There's seating arrangement at this event. There's a VIP section and a general admission section. The VIP section is for people who want to be bougie. You're going to be...
What, bougie people in Hartford? No.
You're going to be served. You sit at your table, you get served, and there's unlimited wine. So that's a steal. And then we'll have a general admission where you get seated, and when it's time to eat, you have to walk to get your food, and it's cash bar.
Wow, 74 years that the West Indian Social Club is celebrating with this gala that's taking place on April 20th. And so a lot of food, a lot of fellowship. And you just mentioned there are awardees, right? So the community is coming together to have a good time, but they're coming together to celebrate some of our great leaders in the community. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And so as we look at this evening, what time does this 74th gala at the West Indian Social Club? And oh man, I know there's always some great delicious food, wholesome to the palate. What time does it kick off, and what will our listeners find on the menu for this April 20th event?
So the event starts at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is a cocktail hour and networking with some great people from the community and even from the Caribbean community, not just Hartford, but the Caribbean community. Also, right after that, the cocktail hour finished at 7 p.m. and we move into the dinner event that started at 7:30 p.m. in the People's Ballroom. What you would expect on the menu, we cater for vegetarian and people who eat meat. So we're going to have chicken, we're going to have salmon, and we're going to have a vegetarian meal, and we're going to have like rice and potatoes and vegetable. We'll also have dessert of cheesecake and regular cake, and just some great tasteful food catered by Tony's Catering Service. That person is well recognized in the community, and you will not be disappointed.
All right, there it is. Good food, good vibration. Listen, folks, if you're just tuning in, I got the West Indian Social Club, some of the directors from the West Indian Social Club, dynamic young women that are inviting you out to a big event, the 74th Gala that's going down April 20th, just a couple of days away. And so what better time to come together to celebrate our community leaders? Maybe one of your friends is receiving one of the awards at this event, but there's food, there's dancing, there's networking. You heard it. And then I just heard that it's all calorie free. So that's what's up. So grab a friend and make sure you come on out. Now, Director Witter, you're not by yourself. You also have someone else with you to join us in the air chair. You've got Director Lambert. So what we're going to do, we're going to pass it on over and say, Director Lambert, take it away.
Director Lambert, take it away.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Marlene Lambert. Yes, and it's really a privilege to be here to speak about the West Indian Social Club upcoming gala, 74th anniversary gala. And we will be honoring some outstanding citizens this year, as we have done over the years. And there are about 8 categories that we'll be looking at. We have the category for community service, and that person will be none other than Miss Patricia Kelly. There is the category for youth award, category for healthcare, which will go to Dr. Rudolph Willis. And in sports, for the first time, I think we will be doing an award posthumously to our dear Victor Daly, who is called Ruler, who passed away. May his soul rest in peace. Yes. And we will also be having the West Indian Social Club honoree category. We'll also have an honoree from Maryland, because we will be having our visitors over from Maryland also. And, you know, our heart goes out to them with the recent tragedy that's there. Mm-hmm. And in the business community, we have Mike and Tony, who will be recognized. And for education, we'll have Maxine and Trevor Ellis. So those are people who we will be recognizing at this event. And it's something that we look forward to doing every year, because once you are in the community and giving back, and someone might ask, how do we get these people to be nominated? Well, we have the local people nominating each person, and then it goes through a selection panel, and then the final honoree is chosen.
So it's never too late to get your name in, man. I just feel like, and welcome, thank you for all of that great information. I almost feel like the show is the Academy Award, the Oscars, as we roll through all of the winners of different categories. And we know those are all hardworking people in our community. And so we thank them all for their service. And thank you to the West Indian Social Club for all that you do in continuing to be a home away from home for our community, to recognize and celebrate the dynamic leaders within our community, and to put in the hard work yourselves, because right now it's not easy to keep organizations up and running. Organizations can't run by themselves. So these 3 young women, we thank you for all that you continue to do. And listen, folks, if you're just tuning in, I've got 3 young ladies, 3 young women from the West Indian Social Club. I said it's not Women's History Month, but the women are putting in the work right there at 3340 Main Street. And they're personally inviting you out for this big event taking place on April 20th at 3340 Main Street. It's the 74th annual gala. And let me say thank you because I've received an award from the West Indian Social Club in the past. And it's just a wonderful time to come. There's a DJ, there's good vibes. As you said, there's a great opportunity for networking, and the food is absolutely amazing. It's just a really good way to move into the next quarter of the year as you celebrate your loved ones and you celebrate your community. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me in the air chair. Is there anything that I did not ask you that you want to share? And then do you have any shout outs? And then after that, we got to jump back into the music and we got to pick a jam for the ride home. But first, anything I did not ask you that you'd like our listeners to know?
Yes, Joyce, just to say that our guest speaker for the night will be the multi-talented Connecticut native Joe Young.
Oh,
And
from Joe the
Young,
Picture This show. Yes.
yes, he's going to be our guest speaker for the night. And we all know how successful he is. He's an award-winning cartoonist, a filmmaker, producer, writer, and teaching artists. There's so much about him. And I know if you come that night, you'll be hearing so much more from him as to how he has aspired to be so great. So I'm really inviting everyone out to come and hear Joe Young as he speaks and give back to the community as he has been doing over all these years. He's really a wonderful person. And I'm just excited. I can't wait to go sit and listen to him as the guest speaker.
You know, he really is. And a quick story, Joe, the whole Young family and the whole my family, we grew up together. So we go way back. And Joe's got a twin, his oldest brother's got a twin, his sister's got a twin. So the Young family they have rich history, not only in Bloomfield, but they've got rich history right here in the state of Connecticut. And Joe Young with the Picture This show, he's got rich history, not only nationally, but internationally. So it's great to know that he is the guest speaker for the 74th gala taking place at the West Indian Social Club. There's some other great events. Can you just mention them quickly? And then we've got to go ahead and jump into some jams. But other than the gala going on April 20th, what other events can folks tap in at the West Indian Social Club? Because it's not all about bump and grind and dancing. There's a lot of cultural things going on, and there's a lot of, it's all right to come get your groove on too. But there's some other rich history taking place. So what else?
A list of items. We have our 50th anniversary for the Progressive League. It is a different organization, but we are going to be celebrated by this organization. That's going to happen on April 6th at the Artist Collective. There's also Navigating Probate, Estate Planning, and Insurance on April 8th. So if we want to properly pass on our assets to our heritage, I suggest that you attend this meeting to get more information. We have our Grown and Sexy event that's coming up, Birthday Friday, which is April 12th, and our anniversary gallery that I'm hoping everyone's going to come out and meet and network on April 20th.
Additionally, there are other fundraiser event that goes on. We have the brunch coming up on April the 26th at the Western Social Club. And we're getting ready for the celebration week in August. That's one of our other big events. So I want to make sure that you guys look out for those events and come out and support as well.
How can folks go about getting tickets, the website, any number that you want to share? And then after you do that, give our listeners the song that they're going to jam to for their ride home.
Okay, so the tickets are at Ticket Taylor. So it's www.ticket, T-I-C-K-E-T, Taylor, Tailor.com. And you look for the West Indian Social Club. The easiest way to get to Ticket Taylor, everybody's familiar with the Facebook page. If you go to the Facebook page, there's an event for the West Indian Social Club Anniversary Gala. You click there, you'll get straight to Ticket Taylor. There are people that don't want to use their card online. You can call Frances Okansi at 860-938-1196. She has physical tickets that you can access, and this event is open to everyone. So we look for your support.
So we're going to close out with One Love from Bob Marley. Yeah, what better way to end the session than with One Love, just, pounding through the air.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for hanging out with me on 89.9 Cute FM, and we'll see you at the gala.
Looking forward to see you, Joy, as always. Thank you for having us. And shout out to everyone that's part of the team. Looking forward for a successful event. Thank you.